Hey guys, I'm here today with Dr. Michael Brady, chiropractor in Chalfont that specializes in health and wellness. And we're going to talk about his InBody machine that he has here in his facility. They use it a lot with their community to help people with their health and their wellness, their well-being, to get into a better state of health and fitness.
Absolutely.
So Dr. Brady, I wanted you to explain the InBody and how we could use it in our community to help our membership.
The InBody is a great tool. The InBody actually started out on the West Coast, came out around 2000, was actually brought to the country in 2000. In California, Beverly Hills is where their company is located at. The InBody 2000.
In California. Why is that?
Well, they always seems to start west and then migrate to the East Coast somehow. But the InBody came out with a 270 version, which was great. It really measures composition. It's about measuring optimal well-being is what it's all about with health and wellness. In 2013, the InBody designed something called the 570, and in 2017, they designed something called the 770. We're fortunate enough here to have the InBody 570, and the wonderful thing about the InBody 570 is it really measures and has a foundation for optimal well-being. I had a mentor that would always say to me, what gets measured gets managed.
Absolutely.
And becomes managed more identity-based to that person or that client or that individual in our community. So what the InBody really does for us is it measures a lot of different things. It measures overall longevity, and longevity is measured by how much muscle we put on as we start to go through different stages of our life.
When you mean longevity, you mean in age, as we age and as we...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Longevity meaning health and well-being. It's really, it's how well we live through those years. So one of the primary things is it's not so much about the weight, it's about the composition. And longevity is how well we live through those years. And longevity is really measured by muscle. Are we putting muscle on as we start to get older as opposed to losing muscle? Yes, sarcopenia is really what drives us towards sickness and disease. So the InBody, obviously from a compositional perspective, will measure lean muscle mass, right? The second thing the InBody does, inversely proportional to muscle mass, is the more muscle we lose as we get older, all right, the sicker we can move towards sickness, or the more rapidly we move towards sickness and disease, right? So inversely, it measures our body fat. The wonderful thing about the InBody 570 is not only does it give us compositional changes, but it'll give us total body water, intracellular water, extracellular water, which are important components on health and well-being. And again, all of that is explained as you go through the scans. The other thing it measures specifically is segmental lean body mass, all right, which is fantastic. It's fantastic for upper cross syndromes. It's fantastic for lower cross syndromes. It's great for injuries. If you've ever had an injury to a rotator cuff, if you've ever had an injury to your ankle or your knee, the segmental lean mass actually shows us where you're in balance and where you're out of balance with your muscle mass in the lower cross or in the upper cross, and where you're out of balance with your strength in those areas.
And I saw that actually for a fact, because you all know I don't have the ankle on or the heel on my one foot, so I have 5 pounds more in my right leg, 5 pounds more muscle than my left leg, which just blew me away. Like, yes, I kind of knew it was a little imbalanced, but not that much. So the fact that I could tell that was amazing.
Yeah, and the great thing about that is it makes us become more identity-based to the person, so we can start an approach that's more identity-based to their challenges. Bring them back to a better place of counterbalance. So as they start to go through different stages, their length and their strength in their lower cross and their length and their strength in their upper cross is more balanced, so they can be more dynamic, more athletic, run around with their grandkids, you know, play with their children, have a good time being weekend warriors, doing great things at your facility from a next level perspective, hence the name, right? A couple other things that the InBody does, again, it does so much and it's so valuable to being measured and managing your identity-based goals for your future, is it measures something called visceral fat, all right? Visceral fat is so important because it's kind of it's not even a snapshot. It's really the looking glass into what's under the hood and what's going on with you physiologically. Visceral, all right, is an AKA for the word organ. And as we start to get older and we put fat on, we have a tendency to store fat around our midsection.
And we talk a lot about this in the gym. And
that's visceral fat. And really the organ that is affected primarily with that is the heart. All right, so it really shows us cardiovascular risk with the amount of visceral fat that you carry through the midsection. So again, I get it. We all want to look lean and we all want to be strong and healthy, but it's about looking under the hood and seeing where that fat is distributed and how it's really affecting us from a physiological perspective as opposed to a physical aspect of it. The other great thing that the InBody does is it gives us your BMR. It gives you your caloric intake of what you should be doing. It gives an identity-based prescriptive protocol, all right, to set some goals to actually move in that direction. So it can actually give us some insight to nutritional aspects of what you want to do from a paleo or a Mediterranean or a keto aspect, all right? So again, great learning tool, great foundation, great initial measurement, and again, what gets measured gets managed and gets managed more identity-based to the community and to the individual.
Absolutely. So I'm hoping that this, Dr. Brady wants to bring it to our facility and have I guess like a sign-up basis, right? Where people can sign up and get the InBody done, whether it be on a 6-week, we talked about the 6-week program maybe, or a 12-week basis where he'll come back in 12 weeks and you get reassessed to see where you've changed, improvements that have been made. Whether personal training maybe is what you might need to get you to that level, or continue with classes, or even nutrition based with our nutrition program. So I'm really excited about this. I had it done myself, like I said. Wasn't too disappointed, so don't be scared by it because I was nervous. I think everybody's nervous getting it done.
It's an easy test,
right? But
it's easy test. It takes about 45 seconds. There are some parameters that should be done prior to the test. Prior to the test, we do have you take your shoes and socks off. We do clean your feet, all right? We do clean the palms of your hands for conductivity through the circuit. And there are some variables, but again, we'll get into those at a later date.
And we can list and give them to everybody if they decide they want to do this. So I want you guys to get excited because we are going to bring this to the next level for you guys to see what it's about, to get your InBody testing done. And hopefully get you excited to take your fitness to the next level, health to the next level. So just really excited. So we'll get this going real soon, guys. I just wanted you to hear all about it. And let's, I'm actually going to take this off, maybe get a close-up of it.
Sure.
And then could we also just maybe do you have a Jane Doe printout, or you can pull mine? I really don't care.
I have a couple of...
Just so you guys can get an idea. It's just a little machine you stand on, InBody test. Not that big of a deal.
These are all the measurables that print out on the test. The interpretation, I would go over the interpretation and make sure the person understands everything that's going on, and then be able to do a post to celebrate some victories, still identify where some challenges may lie, all right? And then be able to continually make it a little bit more identity-based to the person.
Awesome. All right. So I thank you, Dr. Brady.
See you later.
All right, see you later.